Put it in the oven.
The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a team that ranks with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So North Carolina's offense will take the field first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got it in the middle. It's White. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and we saw that right there.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. That's reeled in. It's White. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
With the catch, it's Williams. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Lopez to pass. Get it out on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down.
Touchdown, Tar Heel! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So NC State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Third down play from the gun. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Hey, why is him out there don't put like that? It doesn't make any sense.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll give it to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high load. Chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Tar Heels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's White. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Avery. Touchdown, UNC! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Old Dominion. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. And we'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. pressure. And here's a fumble way behind
Thank
the
you.
line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Trying to get rid of it. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding.
Intentional grounding.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Lopez wants to fire. The short hands, it's White. There he goes. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert.
Oh, my God.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's now second and goal.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll go to work in the air on second down.
Where's that flag on? It's got to be an offside.
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On the run, it's Allen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Thanks to grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Dropping back, it's Ford. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. NC State going up tempo. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Trying to run, it's Allen.
Oh, my God.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. leaves it with the back. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and managing. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Down close to the goal line. Great job by the tight end on his route for that touchdown.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll go to the ground. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Lopez to pass. Buying some time as he moves left. Finds a man by himself. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Catch in the middle. It's White. And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Oh my God!
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Now improvising. He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Plucks it out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Lopez wants to fire. Picked off to stop the threat. Bringing it back. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Green. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Lopez to pass. Using the quick game. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
He'll bring it out. It's Mason. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
To the air, it's Ford. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes and they can get to your quarterback.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They boot it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Looking for a crease. It's Ebby. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Firing to the right, complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Steps away to find some room. Got his man to the left. Oh, it's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Lopez wants to fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's White. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
And the Tar Heels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. From the gun. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Just a little off. Incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to keep it in the air.
Oh my gosh.
Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Lopez to pass. Quarterback moving. Jumped on top of the pile.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He'll try the left side. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right.
Thank you. You see this right there.
They to bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of...
Turning it on! And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gonna run it. It's heavy.
There you go.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get. Let the running back figure it out.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Got a man. It's Williams. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Lopez wants to fire. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Oh, they're after him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Finds his man. It's White. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the...
What was that? Oh, okay. Well, I guess so.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Ford. Safe completion on the screen. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he just flat missed it. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
Throws to the wideout. The short hands. It's Pettis. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
NC State quick to the line.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bringing the heat.
Hey, you for the season. Get him.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
That's what we need.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Tar Heels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lopez to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
NC State going up tempo. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Offense gets set for second down. These corners going to give them some space. Motion from the wide receiver. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. It's complete on the right side. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looking to throw again. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You know, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to throw, it's Ford. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Touchdown, NC State! And here they come almost all the way back.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Oh my God, I knew it!
You just got your score on offense. Now you needed a miracle to come through with the onside kick so you can get one more possession to maybe go win this football game. Nice execution, and guess what? There's still time left on the clock.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And they took a
So
shot on that
goofy,
one.
man.
Make the connection. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Under
Sack him!
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least...
He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down.
Why you
Now
don't
they're
pick the
staring
ball
at
off?
down.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's taking a deep shot.
Thank you.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.